Mark Kaufman for WhiskyWhistle. Uigeadail from Ardbeg. Is this a Peaty, Smoky, Islay single malt Scotch whiskey that you need in your pantry? Stay tuned for the Uigeadail WhiskyWhistle. Hey brothers and sisters, welcome to WhiskyWhistle, your wise choice in independent whiskey and spirits reviews. I'm the host Mark, and today we're going to be looking at Ardbeg Uigeadail. Ardbeg Uigeadail is a cask strength style peaty Scotch whiskey from the Isle of Islay. Now let's get that poured. This is 54.2% ABV. Oh, that was nice. Did you hear that? That would do Ralphie proud, wouldn't it? Okay, we'll get that poured just a little bit because that's got quite a lot of whiskey in such a small bottle. There we go. Just a wee dram, as they like to call it. Now, what's the story with this one? Well, it's probably a little bit older than 10 years old. However, it is NAS. There are some people out there that will tell you, oh, well, then it's 3 years old, because that's the minimum age to be called Scotch whiskey. But I guarantee you, there's no 3-year-old Scotch whiskey in here. Now, it's basically like 10-year-old Ardbeg whiskey. And then it has a finishing, possibly some maturation also, full maturation in part, using sherry casks. Let me read that to you. Let's see. Ardbeg Uigeadail takes its name from the brooding, mysterious loch, which provides the peat-laden water for Ardbeg. This is a special vatting of different styles of Ardbeg, marrying together its traditional deep smoky notes with the luscious, sweet, raisiny tones of old ex-sherry casks. It's also non-chill filtered, and I believe it's natural in color. All right, let's have a look at the color. We'll look at the legs of the whiskey, then the nose, the palate, the finish, before giving it a WhiskyWhistle whiskey score. All right, now this says it is ex-sherry casks, old ex-sherry casks. And when they say it's old, this means that these are actual real sherry casks and not just sherry seasoned casks, which many companies are using these days. All right, let's check out the color here. What do you see there for color? That's got a very deep golden hue, doesn't it? And, oh yeah, well beyond gold into the copper end of things. Copper, brass, anyway, very dark color. Oh, and I was saying, click right over there to subscribe. And don't forget to click the notifications button, the bell-shaped button. And if you have the wherewithal and the interest, get more involved and become a patron. Influence me. And you'll get a monthly newsletter. You'll also get early ad-free access to the reviews. All right, on to the palate. Sorry, onto the nose. That is so potent. Be careful with this one. Start far away. And you'll get, well, obviously peat, smoky tones, burnt licorice, darkly toasted rye bread, some kind of a salty tone. And in the midst of all that, there's something kind of, oh, almost like a vanilla, but also like a strawberry jam, a vanilla strawberry jam, we'll call it. It's very earthy. I find this actually much more approachable than the Ardbeg 10, which takes quite a bit of acclimatization. But here, what you're getting is that huge, potent cask strength nose. So be careful and add water if you feel like you need to. All right, we'll taste that neat first. Cheers, everybody. This really overpowers the senses. It's very sweet. It's very smoky. Again, I'm thinking rye bread. Salty Danish or German or Dutch licorice. Something menthol, something eucalyptus there too. And the finish, exceedingly long. This is one of the longest finishes I've ever noticed for, well, an Islay whiskey, which are usually always long. Okay, in with some water. We'll go with 1 and 2 and 3. Now, I've probably brought that down to the mid-40s, maybe 45%, possibly less, but I would say that's about right. And boy, I already notice a little bit of hazing happening here. And that's because it's unchill filtered and the things that were formerly in solution have now fallen out of solution. Now, just like I remember, the first time I tried this, I was with my friends in my house. We were playing a board game, Trains and something or other. What was it called? Quite a fun game, actually. And we all were just so thrilled with this. And especially when we added water, we really noticed such a change. And so here I'm getting this kind of very interesting lemon introduction, and yet at the same time I'm smelling lemon, I'm smelling cantaloupe. And that rye bread has become well toasted with a little bit of butter added, so something like a buttery, salted butter, by the way, salted buttery rye bread. I think we're not quite there yet. Now, if you ever had melon with prosciutto or that kind of Italian ham, you'll get that sense of salty, meaty, sweet, musky kind of flavor that you get from that combination, and you get something like that here too. It'd be like a Danish rye bread sandwich with melon and ham in there. And you get some bonfire, you get some warmth, rich smokiness. And the sherry is really just uplifting that smoke and making it much more accessible and not overpowering and very different. Sherried Islay whiskeys are a very different sort to the standard bourbon matured ones. And especially the finish gets a little bit peppery, still very long, and all those flavors remain for a very, very long time. This is one of the reasons why I love this whiskey. This is my second bottle, in fact. I bought 2 bottles about the same time. The first one came and went well before the channel started, and didn't open this one until about 3, 4, 5 months ago. And again, just very, very thrilled with this one. And the more you drink it, the more interesting things that come through. I'm getting a little bit more of an earthy tones. Again, like the fallen leaves in the fall after a rain, when you get that kind of a musty, interesting scent. And again, I think I've said it before, but if you ever pick up a leaf that has turned brown and fallen to the ground, and just kind of smell it, you get a very, very interesting scent. Actually, I quite like it myself. This is something that I get here in these type of Islay whiskies, and especially in our Ardbeg Uigeadail. Now, have you ever made cocktails with an Ardbeg, especially Ardbeg Uigeadail? I'd love to hear if you have. And what do you think of Uigeadail? Let me know your thoughts. How does it compare for you with other Islay whiskies, and also with Ardbeg 10 and Ardbeg Uigeadail, which I have not yet tried? I'll get that soon, probably in the next year, I'd say. Here in Korea, it's quite cost prohibitive, so pretty much haven't bought too many special whiskeys over here. So another day, another time, that's when I'll get that one. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Ardbeg as it compares to other Islay whiskies, and also to Ardbeg 10, the standard. All right, the final taste here. Cheers all. Peppery rye bread with that melon in the ham. The embers of a nice wood fire, still kind of flickering, and you get that little bit of ash, a little bit of smoke coming through, and it all blends together and it all works very nicely. And it's a real event to enjoy this one on a night. Great in the winter, but it's even great in the summer too. Cheers again. Well, it's not often I finish one in the review. Now, on to the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Ardbeg Uigeadail. What's that going to be? Well, folks, for Ardbeg Uigeadail, the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score is going to be 93 out of 100. Yes, you heard right. 93 out of 100 is the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Ardbeg Uigeadail. A great whiskey, a fine choice if you're looking for something interesting from Islay. And the best possible place to get this one would be duty-free, or if you can get to USA or over to the UK, you can get that one for a pretty good price. Here in Korea, you're looking at about $170, much too expensive. And quick little story, but actually I ordered that from the UK direct, and I didn't know about the taxes here, and I ended up paying 175% tax on this bottle. So this was 70 something pounds, and then plus like 120 pounds in taxes. So anyway, I'll never recoup that, but I'll sure enjoy this whiskey, and well, at least for another few drams, and I think I'll take that to Canada with me, probably the whole bottle if I can. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for what's to come. Don't forget to click that subscription button right over here, and join me on Patreon if you can. Stay tuned, and we'll see you for the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. Thanks for watching Whiskey Whistle. Be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a like, and leave a comment down below. Be sure to stay tuned next time to join me, the host of the show, Mark, as I explore more whiskeys with you. Take care now, and we'll see you next time.